Hello, my name is Amresh Jaswal and I will be talking about angular momentum and magnetic field in relativistic heavy ion collisions. It is now well established that quantum chromodynamics or QCD is the theory of strong interactions. Heavy ion collisions at relativistic energies create strongly interacting QCD matter at extreme conditions, which provide the opportunity to study the thermodynamic and transport properties of various exotic phases of QCD. Relativistic heavy ion collisions are achieved by accelerating nuclei with large mass number in opposite direction at very high velocities and making them collide. In this process, a phase of QCD called the quark-gluon plasma, or in short QGP, is produced. This phase undergoes expansion as QGP behaves like a fluid with large internal pressure. The expansion eventually leads to cooling of QGP phase, which undergoes transition into hadron gas phase due to the confinement properties of QCD. These hadrons and their energies and momenta are eventually detected in the detectors. Recent relativistic heavy ion collision experiments have found evidence for the generation of strong magnetic field and global angular momentum. It was predicted that non-center collisions produce an extremely strong magnetic field of order of 10 to the power 8 cos and large global angular momenta of order 10 to the power 4 h bar. Here we show the mechanism due to which magnetic field is produced in non-center relativistic heavy ion collisions. The magnetic field is produced due to the fast-moving charged nuclei before collisions and spectators, shown in purple, after collision. The duration of magnetic field is very short, typically 1 Fermi over C, due to the fast receding spectators. Here we show the mechanism due to which global angular momentum is generated in non-center collisions of inhomogeneous nuclei. The overlap region contains large global angular momentum due to the non-center collision, while the duration of magnetic field is very short due to the fast receding spectators. Angular momentum remains for a longer time in the center region owing to the conservation law. Here the time evolution of magnetic field created by a point unit charge in units of squared pion mass is shown. The solid line corresponds to results obtained using finite conductivity of the medium, and the dashed dotted line corresponds to evolution in free space. One can see that magnetic field in both cases drops very fast with time. However, for finite conductivity, this drop is relatively slow, which encourages theorists to apply relativistic magnetohydrodynamics in order to study the collective behavior of the QCD matter. Here I show the global angular momentum in units of h bar of the interaction region as a function of impact parameter for for gold-gold collisions at the center of mass energy of 200 GeV per nucleon. The two curves correspond to nuclear density taken from Hart sphere, the solid line, and from Woods-Saxion potential, the dashed line. It is interesting to note that global angular momentum remaining in the system attains a maximum at a particular value of the impact parameter. This can be attributed to the fact that for center collisions, if the two nuclei collide head-on, no angular momentum is imparted to the system. On the other hand, for very peripheral collisions, the overlap region between the nuclei decreases, leading to the decrease in moment of inertia of the produced medium, which eventually results in smaller global angular momentum. The angular momentum left in the overlap region remains for a longer time due to the conservation of total angular momentum. This has motivated theorists to formulate relativistic fluid dynamics with explicit angular momentum conservation, which has also been applied in numerical modeling of the evolution. The experimental observable, which was suggested as the most effective probe of strong magnetic field, was the charge separation in relativistic heavy ion collisions leading to the signature of CP violation. It was proposed that magnetic field through the axial anomaly will induce a parallel electric field which will eventually lead to separation of different charges. Shortly after that, measurement of charge separation with respect to reaction plane was proposed and was eventually measured by the star collaboration. This so-called chiral magnetic effect is considered as one of the important observations in relativistic heavy ion physics. For experimental signatures of global angular momentum, polarization observables were proposed. It was suggested that global angular momentum will lead to creation of non-vanishing vorticities in the system, and the distinctive signature of vortices is the generation of an average polarization of the emitted hadrons. Once again, star collaboration measured the global lambda hyperon polarization, which led to the evidence for the discovery of most vortical fluid. This measurement by the star collaboration was performed on the lambda hyperon, which is a spin-half particle. Recently, Alice collaboration has also observed the effect of global angular momentum on the polarization of vector meson k star 0 and phi, which are spin 1 particles. The physics of strong magnetic field and global angular momentum in relativistic heavy ion collisions has attracted much attention from both theoretical and experimental communities. Several observables were proposed from theoretical calculations, which were also followed up by experimental measurements leading to the discovery of very interesting phenomena. While the qualitative features have been established, the quantitative agreement of theory with experiment still requires much effort on both the theoretical and the experimental side. For instance, the numerical simulation of evolution of QCD medium is based on either magnetohydrodynamics or so-called spin hydrodynamics for calculations of observables pertaining to magnetic field or global angular momentum, respectively. However, these two effects are not entirely separated, and there is a unified framework of spin magnetohydrodynamics needs to be developed for the precise calculation of the experimental observables. On the experimental side, error bars of measurements also need to be reduced in order to separately quantify the effect of global angular momentum and magnetic field. This is indeed a fast developing area of research with exciting physics opportunities for both theoretical and experimental physicists. Thank you for your attention. I would also like to acknowledge NICER, HBNI DAE, and Inspire for financial support.